Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight for 23 ABC News at 5. I'm Josh Sanders. Jessica Harrington has the night off. Tonight's top stories: 4 people are dead in 3 separate crashes on one of the busiest holiday travel days of the year. We'll have details on those deadly crashes and what officials are saying. Plus, Kern County Public Health announcing the first flu-related death of this year. We'll tell you some tips on how to stop the spread of the flu. Allison?
And I'm live at the Victory Outreach Southwest Bakersfield annual toy giveaway. I have more details on this event and what chilly temperatures you can expect when 23 ABC News at 5 starts right now.
Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News at 5 starts now.
The Leslie Chance retrial is wrapping up for the week with the key person taking the stand today. Todd Chance's ex-fiancee, Carrie Williams, testifying, talking about her relationship with Todd, the nude pictures she sent him the year he died, and what she was doing during the time of her death. 23 ABC's Emma Lockhart is live at the Kern County Superior Courthouse with a breakdown of what happened in the courtroom today. Emma?
Things heated up in the courtroom today. We learned more about Carrie Williams and Todd Chance's relationship leading up to his death in 2013. Now, while Todd Chance was married to Leslie Chance, Facebook messages show he was trying to rekindle his relationship with Williams. Now, Williams says that they never met in person, but she did send him nude photographs. The prosecution alleging that as a possible motive for Leslie Chance.
She made a decision on her birthday, and you're going to hear from her that she regrets that decision very much. You're going to hear that it's very embarrassing to her, but she sent a series of photographs to Todd Chance.
Prosecuting attorney Andrea Kohler setting the stage for Carrie Williams' testimony during opening statements of the Leslie Chance trial last week. That moment happened today as Todd Chance's ex-fiancee took the stand. The prosecution questioning Williams about her relationship with Todd Chance that ended decades ago but was ignited again while he was with Leslie. According to Facebook messages, Todd reached out to Williams in 2012. Williams said they had no physical contact, but talked through Facebook and eventually started texting. In April of 2013, just months before Todd's death, Williams sent him explicit pictures of her body.
She sent a photograph of her breast. She sent a photograph of her buttocks.
Williams on the stand today saying she regrets that decision. Although she doesn't know if Leslie saw the pictures, she still questions if it played a role in his death. The prosecution also working to establish Williams' alibi. Kohler showing jury members pictures of Williams at the beach that day on August 24th, 2013. The defense, however, trying to poke holes at Williams' alibi, showing her bank statements from the time of Todd's death. Defense attorney Tony Lidgett pointing out there's no record of any purchases in San Clemente on the 24th, only the following day. Lidgett then asking Williams how long it takes her to drive to San Clemente. Williams answering 2.5 hours. This question from the prosecution, what appears to be Lidgett suggesting she could have driven up after Todd's death. The prosecution also turning to the nude pictures, which were passed around to the jury. Lidgett ending his cross-examination by suggesting Todd told Williams Leslie found the photos. Williams responding that Todd never told her that.
Now, Williams didn't show a lot of emotion on the stand, but again, she says she regrets sending those nude photographs. Now, she also says that she was devastated when she learned out about Todd's death. She said she learned that news as she was driving through the Grapevine on her way back from that trip to San Clemente. Reporting live in Central Bakersfield, Emma Lockhart, 23 ABC News.
It's been a deadly day on the Kern County road. So far, 4 people have lost their lives in 3 separate crashes. 23 ABC's Tori Cooper is joining us live in studio with the deadly details and what law enforcement officials are saying ahead of this holiday season. Tori?
Yes, AAA officials are predicting that more than 150 million Americans are expected to travel this holiday. They say more people will be leaving starting on Saturday, and the influx will continue until January 1st. But following the deadly crashes this morning, CHP is reminding everyone to stay safe.
It was
was a busy morning for California Highway Patrol.
Shortly after 1 a.m., a vehicle was traveling eastbound on SR 178 toward Lake Isabella.
The CHP says a man who was driving toward Lake Isabella veered off the roadway, hit a cement wall, and traveled off of the embankment.
Search and rescue was unable to respond due to the darkness.
Kern County Search and Rescue eventually located the man's body inside of the car, and all lanes of 178 were shut down until 11 a.m., while crews cleared the scene. And just before 7 this morning, 2 vehicles also crashed in the area of South Union and Bear Mountain Boulevard. CHP says a truck was going the wrong way when it hit the other car. Both drivers were killed, and a passenger in the truck was hospitalized with major injuries. Then around the same time, about 6:15 this morning, another deadly crash, but this time just off Highway 46 between Wasco and Lost Hills. The crash left 1 person dead. CHP says 2 vehicles collided in the area of Gun Club Road and McCombs Road. It's unknown what caused the crash, but officials say this busy morning on the road should act as a key reminder for travelers heading into the holiday weekend.
Yeah, just remind people to slow down, take your time, make sure you wear your seatbelts, don't drink and drive, and just make sure you're paying attention to your driving.
Now, there is still no word on if any of the crashes were DUI related, but we will continue to update you here and on our website, turn223.com. But for now, live in studio, I'm Tori Cooper for 23 ABC News Connecting You.
During this busy holiday travel season, CHP will be in its maximum enforcement period starting next week. This year's Christmas enforcement begins at 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve and concludes at 11:59 p.m. Christmas Day. During that time, all available officers will be on the road to assist any drivers who need help. According to CHP data, at least 16 people were killed and nearly 350 others were injured in crashes involving impaired drivers in the state throughout the holiday enforcement period last year. Now to the announcement from Kern County public health officials. They're reporting the first flu-related death in Kern County.
Again, this serves really as a very tragic reminder how seriously we need to take the flu. The flu can be very dangerous. Anybody can get the flu, and unfortunately, it can result in death. Today, Public Health Services Department said it received confirmation of the first death in the county for the 2019-2020 flu season. Public Health also sending out some tips to help stop the spread of the flu and other respiratory illnesses. They advised everyone to stay at home when they're sick, cover a cough or sneeze with a tissue, and properly dispose of that used tissue. Make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly with soap and warm water and avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Health officials say flu season can last several months and advise everyone to get their flu shot. The man accused of kidnapping and assaulting a woman in East Bakersfield is a documented gang member. That's according to court documents obtained by 23 ABC today. According to those documents, 21-year-old Fabian Preto associates himself with the Uptown Bakers gang. BPD said Preto assaulted a woman, forcing her into a car from an apartment complex in East Bakersfield on Wednesday. Preto, who did not have a valid driver's license, then drove her to the area of Highway 178 and Morning Drive. Police say a concerned citizen saw the victim struggling inside the car and decided to intervene. That's when Preto got out of the car and pointed a gun at the Good Samaritan. According to BPD, the Samaritan was able to disarm Preto by hitting him with his car. Preto was taken to the hospital, and BPD says he will be charged with domestic assault, assault with a firearm, and kidnapping when he is released. A bizarre arrest in Northwest Bakersfield at a movie theater after an off-duty police officer was found sleeping in an empty theater with a gun in his lap. Police have identified the off-duty BPD officer as Douglas Barrier. He was found asleep with that loaded gun in an empty room of the Studio Movie Grill. Investigating officials determined Barrier was under the influence of alcohol. He was arrested on a charge of public intoxication. The Studio Movie Grill was evacuated for about 15 minutes during the incident. Officer Barrier has been placed on administrative leave. 23 ABC reached out to Bakersfield police, and authorities say Barrier's case is being reviewed by the Critical Incident Board.
If you have driven down California Avenue, you may have seen a new canes being raised in the area. Well, we now know the opening date for that location. The second Bakersfield location will be opening on January 16th. Last year, the popular chicken finger restaurant saw success when it opened its first location on Coffee Road in Northwest Bakersfield. The chain is famous for its chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries, special sauce, and of course that Texas toast. The second location will be in the same parking lot as the Barnes & Noble on 4025 California Avenue. Victory Outreach Southwest Bakersfield Church is hosting its annual toy giveaway that will benefit thousands of families around the county. That's where we find 23 ABC's meteorologist Allison Gargaro. She's live at the church with more on that giveaway. Allison, how's it going out there?
Hey Josh, it's good. So everybody is still setting up for this event, but there are already dozens of families that our talked to organize. They said they
And it looks like we're having some technical difficulties right there. Tomorrow, we'll check back in with her later. Tomorrow, it's time to spread holiday cheer and hand out all the toys collected from this year's Toys for Tots. Organizers are expecting more than 30,000 children this year. The giveaway takes place tomorrow starting at 7 a.m. and will last until 4 p.m. or until they run out of toys. Toys for Tots volunteers will be out at the Christ Cathedral Church on White Lane. Tomorrow's also the inaugural Christmas toy drive for Kern River Transitional Care. You can drop off unwrapped toys at 5151 Knutson Drive. If you stop by between 11 a.m. and noon, there will be free hot dogs for those who donate. That's happening from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m.